you'll cover us, cover our families. We pray you'll continue to help us to grow in grace and in your knowledge. And as we pray, Lord, we are experiencing relative peace where we are. We do not want to become numb or disinterested in what's happening to our fellow women and other family members, the Ukrainians who are suffering greatly, great, horrific losses. And so this morning, while you bless us, while we can say thank you, many of them are in deep grief and trauma and loss because of the atrocities of this war. Lord, help us that we will be sensitized to the brevity of the time in which we live, and we'll continue to pray for those Ukrainians. We pray now that you'll bless our gathering this morning. And again, we say, you are welcomed in this space. In Jesus' name, amen. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see everyone this morning. Good to see you. Welcome to Let's Talk. Today is April the what?
20th.
28th. April is, galloping on its way out. That's how quickly time is going. So welcome to Let's Talk. Welcome, Diane. Good to see you this morning. Good to see you this morning. And our condolences also go to Diane on the loss of her father-in-law. So please have my family's condolences as well as those of Let's Talk. Good to see you this morning. Again, welcome to Let's Talk. Now let's see if you brought them with you this morning. Smiles are free, but they are worth a lot. Smiles are free, but they are worth a lot. Let me see if you bought your valuable smile this morning. Free, but worth a lot. Good. Yay, you bought them. You didn't leave them in the bed. Good job. Bring them with you. You know, you are the artist of your own life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. You are the artist of your life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. I thought that was such a beautiful quote, especially in the light of all the painting we have been doing. Need to remember that one. You are the artist of your life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. You paint your own picture under the guidance of the Lord. Now, what did I see in the news? Besides, we know the war is still going on, and as my prayer, we don't want to become disinterested and just say that's them over there. Continue to remember them in our prayers. Well, two positive news. There is an African-American lady by the name of Daniel Tubbs. She quit her job to make vegan cookies. She's of Jamaican descent. She's an American Jamaican. And she said she learned how to bake while she watched her mom and her grandmother, and she wanted to serve people a healthy way to enjoy desserts. And so she started Tubby Taste, and she's now her own businesswoman making vegan cookies. So hats off to Daniel Tubbs. And then this one always gets me excited. a young man by the name of Jonathan Walker down there in Panama City in Florida. His name again, we want to remember that name, Jonathan Walker. He's only 18 years old. That young man was accepted to 27 universities. And including all the Ivy League universities like Harvard and Stanford, and you name them, he was accepted. So his job is to choose which one he wants to go to. 27 universities. You know, I'm going to drill that in my grandchildren. They're going to hear that until when they see me, they'll be running saying 27 universities. Oh, yes, I'm serious. When you see me get off this, I didn't tell them before I came on. They're listening now. That you run to your books, 18 years old, Black, by the way. Our skin color. Yes, 27 universities. And he is already he's into science, and so he's already made something to help blind and deaf people, something to help them to be able to communicate with others at 18 years old. When I saw him, I said, hats off. So kudos to Jonathan Walker there in Panama City, Florida. Well, today, our vocabulary word, new vocabulary word is assuage. Assuage. It is a verb. It is a verb, assuage, and it means make an unpleasant feeling less intense, to soothe. For example, the letter assuage the fears of most members. So it's an unpleasant feeling you may have, and is to make it less intense, to soothe, assuage, assuage. Today is Volunteer Recognition Day. So if you are a volunteer, I say hats off to you for volunteering in any capacity, because you know volunteers dedicate their time to assist in making differences in the lives of people. Today is Volunteer Recognition Day. So congratulations to you if you are a volunteer in any aspect. Any of you are volunteers, by the way? Anyone does any volunteer work? No? Okay. So tuck that right in your brain, put a check mark on your notebook, because guess what? But this will be tied in later in the program and you'll see how that works. Now, I told you I've been listening to podcasts and I've been encouraging you to do the same. This is something I learned, the power of observation, and it's also one that will give you an exercise. So let's see how observant you are. So sit up straight in your chair. Come forward a little bit in your chair so that your back is not against it. And make sure your feet are flat on the floor, firmly in front of you. Okay, now everyone is ready. Turn your head to the right and see what you see. Keep that object, whatever you're looking at, in your mind. Look to your right. As far as you can look, see what you see. Bring your head back to the front. Look to the left. As far as you can see, look at what you're looking at. Bring your head back to the front. One more time, look to the right. Head back to the front. One more time to the left. Back to the front. Now take your right hand, make a cup. Cup your chin. Let your chin rest in your right hand. Let your chin rest. This is the holder for your chin. Now you are going to turn to the right. Do not move your hand. Just turn to the right. Hold your chin and turn to the right. Turn your shoulders only and this is guiding your head. Turn it as far as you can go. Look at what you're looking at. Keep your hand cupped. Bring your head back to the front. Keep your hand cupped. Take your head now to the left. Back slowly to the front. One more time to your right. Hope you're looking at what you're seeing. Swing your shoulders. Back to the front. One more time to the left. Shoulders moving and just your hand cupped. Notice what you're seeing. Back to the front, hands down. Share what you notice. What you notice?
To my right, I have some pillows because I'm sitting on my bed. So I have some throw pillows and 2 dolls in the head of the bed. And to my left, I have a closet with the door closed.
All right. I want you to tell me what you noticed the first time without your hand cupped, and the second time when you cup your hand and you move. What you notice?
When I support my neck, I have a wider vision.
That's right.
A wider field.
That's right. That's right. When you cupped your hand, you should have seen not just the first initial thing you were looking at. You should have seen, whoa, I'm looking almost to the back of me. And when you did it to the left, you should have been, oh, my peripheral vision, I'm seeing so much more than when I started. I was just seeing almost in line with my shoulder, but after you use your hand cupped, you were able to swing your body almost to the back. You didn't notice that, the rest of you? Yes, afterwards, practice it. If you didn't see that, you should have been a wider periphery view. You should have seen that. So that's something.
I also noticed I had to use more effort with my hand.
No, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to.
For me, my neck was more freelance with my hand.
Yes, it's supposed to be freer, but no effort. It should have been seamless. Shouldn't hurt your neck or anything, but you should have seen, oh, when I did that, I said, oh, I could see at the back of me.
Yeah,
you couldn't see it just looking to the side. So that's a good thing to practice. Good thing to practice there. That's a good one. Good one, yes. So let's see tips and tricks. Tips and tricks, and this has to do especially with those who eat out at restaurants. Here's some things you shouldn't do when you go to a restaurant. Do not leave your phone ringer on. Why?
Interrupting people.
It's annoying.
Disturb others.
You disturb other customers. It's very annoying, very annoying. Do not block the server's path. Do not block the server's path. You stand up coming in and they're coming with all those trays to cause an accident. As a host, if you are taking a group of people out to eat and you're the host, it says, don't finish your food first before your guest. You don't eat faster than your guest. These are some tips and tricks. Why you think that is a good restaurant etiquette? Why? You're the host. Why you don't think you should eat faster than your guest?
I don't go
so that they don't feel hurried.
That's right. They'll feel, oh, she's finished. I better gobble up faster. Make them uncomfortable. They have to eat faster. And then another tip is you are going with a group of people, you are the host. Don't sit down at a big table well before the rest of your party arrives. That's a restaurant etiquette. You don't go and sit down, tell the servers, okay, they come in, and you sit down at a big table. The servers and waitresses, they do not like that. They prefer to seat most, if not all, of the guests at the same time. Another tip, eating at a restaurant, don't reach across the table. Don't reach across the table. What should you do if you're not reaching across the table?
Ask someone to pass, help
Ask
you.
someone to pass the food. You don't reach over grabbing the bowl of a basket of bread. You ask to pass it along. This one, don't let the kids run wild. Don't let the kids run wild. We all know that one. Very annoying. Very annoying. They're your precious, beautiful kids. You don't let them run wild. Let them sit down. Okay.
There is a lack of training.
Okay. Well, it depends on the age. Yeah, that's what people are going to say too. All right. The last one for today. Don't ask the waiter or waitress to split the bill several ways after you have gotten the check. You already got the check, she bought the check, and then you say, oh, split it 4 ways. That's not restaurant etiquette. They say, please do not do that. So you have some tips now as what not to do when you go to a restaurant. I'm going to say like Norma, got it? All right, now we're going to segue to our tech tip.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle Spence. I'll be bringing your tech tip for today. This is one that we've done before, but I wanted to kind of do it one more time just because it actually came up today, and I wanted to see if everyone recall what we talked about. Did you know, for those that did you know that there is a way that you can delete a message from your WhatsApp, and not only will it be deleted from your side, it can also be deleted from the recipient's side as well. I don't know if you knew that, but as you're having a conversation, let's say that you may have accidentally sent the wrong address, you may have accidentally sent the wrong number, you may have sent the wrong screenshot, whatever the case may be, there is a way for you to delete that message so that the recipient hopefully will not be able to get confused or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to show you how you can do that in WhatsApp. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and it's going to be pretty simple. As you can see, I have my mom's chat box open for my cell phone. I wanted, let's say that I said, hey, Mom, the appointment is at 6 p.m. Now, most people would say, oh no, let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, it's at 7 p.m. That's what usually most people would do, correct? They say, I'm sorry, I messed up earlier, disregard the first message. This is actually the message that I want you to have. Now, let's say that my mom was in a rush and she saw that the appointment is at 6 p.m. She closed her phone. She went about her business because she was waiting on trying to find out the time. There is a way for me to have deleted this message, and I could have sent a different message instead. So to do that, it's as simple as pressing and holding on the message that I want to delete, but in this case, I'm going to delete all of it. At the top, we see a trash bin icon at the top, right between the star and the copy option. So at the top, you see the trash bin. I can tap that trash bin, and after tapping that trash bin, it asks me, would you like to delete it on my side? Meaning I don't see the message, but the recipient still sees the message. Do you want to cancel? Never mind. I'll rather keep it how it is. Or do you want to delete for everyone? If I were to tap delete for everyone, that means I won't have the message anymore, and my mom won't have the message in her WhatsApp at all as well. How to do that is just to tap delete for everyone. After I've deleted it, that's what's going to show up. You deleted this message. I may forgot, like what was the message again? That's fine, because the intent was I did not mean for you to receive this particular message, so let me delete it. So as our example goes, the appointment is at 6 p.m. Oh no, I accidentally said the wrong thing. Let me delete it. Press and hold, tap the trash bin, delete for everyone. And then I can say the appointment is at 7 p.m. and I'm able to send, and voila, when my mom looks at her WhatsApp messages between us, she would not have gotten confused, or she would not have gotten something that may not even been intended for. I may have sent this message, the appointment is at 7 p.m. to my brother. Instead of sending it to her, I could have just simply delete the message from my brother's chat box and come over here and send it here. So this is a very simple way of removing unwanted texts that you may have sent on your side. I think that there's an understanding, I have to double check, that it may not always be quote unquote successful in deleting it, but I believe more often than not with WhatsApp, you are capable of deleting a message that you did not intend to send. You'll always see, as you're scrolling up, you'll always see that a message was deleted. So you'll always see these icons here, unless you just don't like to see them. You can simply tap or hold on it. Delete for me, and then you won't see it anymore. So you have that option as well, but it's immaterial in the grand scheme of things. I see Ms. Diaz, and I was there. What is your question?
Is there a set time in which you are given to delete the messages? Because I know after a certain time, from my experience, the message just wouldn't go.
Yes, I think that there was a set time, like it was within the first 10 to 15 minutes or something like that. Could be less, could be more. I will double check that information. I would be able to delete it in that time frame. After that time frame, you know, it wouldn't actually happen. My mom actually just tried it. She sent message, then she deleted the message because on my side, I see this message was deleted. All right. So this will always pop up for the recipient that a message was deleted. Now, if you recall, I deleted this on my side as far as a message was deleted notification, but this will always pop up for me. So that is also something. Once I stop sharing my screen, I will look that up for you to confirm.
Yes, Kyle.
Yes.
I think it only allows you to do it for an hour.
Okay, 1 hour. All right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I think I may have said 20 minutes or so. So that's even better. You have 1 hour to delete the message that you did not intend to send, which is a good amount of time.
Also, I believe it only works as long as the other person has not already looked at the message.
So
if
what
they've already seen the message, then you can't delete it. Even if you send it to a group, I think it's once someone sees the message, it cannot be deleted.
Thank you for that, Althea. The one that we did was just a peer-to-peer, just one person to one person conversation. And what we saw was, I saw that my mom sent literally the word message. Then I saw that this message was deleted. So I think it will work if I saw it. That doesn't mean that, my brain still remembers what was sent before as I was looking at it. However, she's still capable of deleting it in a one-to-one, a peer-to-peer conversation. But like Alfie is saying, that if it was sent like possibly in a group message, I am not too sure whether or not it would actually be able to be deleted. So that is
It
going to
can
be
still
something
be
I would
too.
like to test. What's that?
It can still be as well. Like how Sister Spence, if she sent it in a group chat and I pick up my phone and I see it and she deleted it deletes from everybody. Where I
Okay.
still saw it, but she could still delete it in a group chat. But you
Okay.
only have an hour. So if you miss and send something in a group chat that you didn't want to see, you have to quickly take it out.
Gotcha.
That's
I
was
mean,
what I was
that's
about to
helpful.
ask. I'm sorry. That was what I was about to ask. If you receive the message that, when you're deleting the message, it said delete from everyone. If it is deleted from everyone before they see it, it would be still deleted.
Yes, if you delete from everyone before they see it, it'll still be deleted. I think, Angela, you had your hand up.
I always want, sometimes when I delete a message and it's saying that you deleted this message, I want to delete it on the other person's side so they don't know that I deleted a message.
You cannot.
That is what I really want to find out.
They have not allowed for that to be a thing where they wouldn't even know a message was sent, period, because they wouldn't have seen that a message was deleted. They have not allowed that. They will always have a placeholder on their side to say that the sender of this message deleted said message. That's the only unfortunate thing here. So they're going to probably come back and say, wait, what did you just delete? Say, well, don't worry about it. That's all.
Yes.
It wasn't intended to be sent.
Why did you delete the message?
Yes, why did you delete the message?
And I said, what do you think?
Before too. So it happens. You'll get over it, I promise. Miss Diane.
No, I was going to say, I agree with Sister Jenelyn. In terms of whenever I see a deleted message, your mind is always curious of what the message is. So I think, like you said, we need to find a way in whereby the message is deleted. People don't even have to know that you deleted.
Right.
I don't know of a solution. I honestly don't. You could probably flood the inbox with a bunch of messages and then they get confused and then realize that they scroll too far up that a message was deleted. But I don't think there's a solution for that. And I think it's intentional. I think there is a pretty decent reason, I guess, for that, just kind of for tracking purposes. Of course, there are other apps where it automatically deletes, like Snapchat. You send something, it automatically deletes once you look at it. But here, there's always going to be a law. Awesome questions, awesome insight from Ms. Alfie and Demi. I appreciate that. Thank you for your attentiveness. And that's the end of my tech tip. We'll transition to the next part of the show.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. And now let's segue to our health quiz.
You have 10 questions, all multiple choice. It's not a simple one. We're gonna give you 4 minutes.
Oh, give up 3 minutes time.
No, Kyle.
3 minutes or we'll run over the time.
Okay, we'll give you 3 minutes and then I'll count down from 30 after 3 as I usually do. All right, good luck. All right, let's give you about 20 seconds. All right, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All right. I'm going to end the quiz. Be sure to hit submit at the bottom. And we are going to share the results. If you're not able to get there, keep a mental note of what your answers were as we go through the quiz.
Let's review and see what you came up with. What is the main source of energy? Okay, most of you agreed it was carbohydrates, and that is correct. Question number 2, vitamin A is important for what? And that's vision. Vision, vitamin A, vision. Question number 3, which of the following are needed to build, repair, and maintain body tissue? And that is protein. Protein. Question number 4, what is glucose? What is glucose? Glucose is sugar. Sugar. Question number 5, which dietary supplement was banned by the FDA in February of 2004, and that was estrogen. Question number 6, what does fiber help to prevent? Constipation. Question number 7, what is the most common contaminant found in fish? We talked about that last week, and that's mercury. Question number 8, which fruit is high in potassium? Banana. Question number 9, which vitamin may help to shorten the duration of colds? And that is vitamin C. And the final question, what do antioxidants neutralize? What do antioxidants neutralize? And that is the free radicals, And that is the answers to the quiz. So how did you do? Anybody with 10? 9?
9.
I think
All
Christine
right.
said that she got 10.
I got 10, Sister Spence.
Okay, woohoo! You got 10 too, Christine. Good job. All right, good job. You didn't get 10, don't feel bad. That means you are learning, and what the people who got 10 do, they are just relearning, okay? Relearning. All right, let's go to our Let's Talk exercise report. I hope you have been keeping up with your exercises. Don't fall back now. This is a part of self-care. It's all about you. Now, you're not doing it for me. I'm doing my own for me. You're doing this for you. Let's try and stay healthy. Okay, shout your names out now.
Janet.
Janelyn, good job.
Christine, last week and this week.
Whoa-hoo-hoo.
Christine,
Good.
last week and this week.
All right.
Excuse me, last week for me, I didn't report.
All right, last week also.
Naomi.
Good job.
Sharon.
Way to go, Sharon. Who's that?
Ives.
Miss Ivis, wonderful.
Andrea.
Andrea, super.
Norma.
Norma, good job.
Naomi.
Naomi, keep it up.
Edith.
Who's that?
Edith.
Very good, Edith.
Hey,
Good job.
This week.
2 weeks for Edith. Yay.
Yay.
Who else?
Teresa.
Teresa, way to go. Anyone else? Blanche, don't leave me out. Anyone else? All right, perseverance now going to help you to do it. Perseverance. Keep it up. Those who need to get back on board, don't give up. Keep going. All right, good job, good job. Now our self-care this week, is going to take us for 3 weeks. This self-care, 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks.
Wow.
This self-care, wow, well, what could that be? Let's see. 3 weeks of gardening. 3 weeks of gardening. So at the end of 3 weeks, you are going to take a video of your garden. My hope is, okay, thank you, Kyle. My hope is, hope you're listening, that when you can do your vegetable garden, I'm going to do one too. I'm talking about floral. So whether you live in an apartment, your own home or something, there's nothing wrong with beautification with flowers. It's not because it's not my house. You could do container gardenings. I visited England and one of the things I noticed, Miss Phyllis and all those English people will tell you, they live in these high-rise apartments. And when you pass their balconies, it's one of the most beautiful sights you could see. That's not their home. But I tell you, right, Miss Edith and all of you, when you pass their balconies, you see flowers and you just can't help but your mind goes towards God. That's what nature does. It takes somebody's mind towards the Creator God. So I want when people pass your apartment, people pass your house, they must in their minds think about Jesus. This is one way to get people to say, wow, God. I know one year I had flowers at the front, a little boy, he was riding his bicycle, not one of us. I live in a mixed community. So, and he stopped, I was outside, he said, Miss, your flowers sure look pretty. How you think that made me feel? Good, that a child passed. So I want whatever you do, 3 weeks of gardening, because I have lots, y'all didn't come join me in the reading party, so now you will do your own. All right. All right, make sure somebody, when they pass your house, the head must turn, because there's some beauty there that attracts them. No matter the house, I didn't say turn because your house is big. That has nothing to do with nature. Or your house is small, or your house, that's not what I say. I'm talking about your outside space, be it big, be it small, be it yours, be it somebody else's. If you live there, do something.
Yeah, well, I get a planter this week then and put my plant in there.
All right, figure it out.
Mrs. Spence,
yes.
what happens when you have your garden space and someone takes it to grow vegetables and stuff? What you do about that?
You have to work it out with them, half, learn to share. Tell them, learn to share. Teach them how to share, okay? The space. I don't mind the vegetable gardening. The people are going to come in and steal your cabbage from the front. I'm talking about the flowers, okay? All right, so 3 weeks to work on that. And I'm going to tell you at the end of the 3 weeks, I need a video. I'm going to tell you from now, a 1-minute video of your garden space at the front of your house, be it your house, whatever.
And rebuild.
A lot of container gardenings. I'm telling you, it's going to be beautiful. It's self-care, working in soil, self-care. Good.
You want a before and after?
You want to do? I don't think you all want to see my weeds, so let's do it after. Just the after. A lot of reading to go out there and do because we have had very cold weather. I haven't been able to get out. Just starting to, we have an anomaly in the weather here, anomaly, but I'll work with it. If it's still cold, people who live in colder places, we may have to extend it to give them a chance. But okay, so get gardening. I'm going to look up something hopefully to bring next week to show you what gardening does to the mind. And very briefly here, we run out of time, but I must share with you, I also listened to a podcast and I remember studying this in school as well, that patients who were taken out of a cold four walls and placed out in the garden to work in the soil, that their minds became more alive and more alert, and they thrived and became healthier. Just listen to a podcast on that. So gardening, the soil, the fresh air, the sunshine is good for your brain cells, good for your body. So get to planning, 3 weeks of that, 3 whole weeks. Can you imagine 3 weeks? Some of you have beautiful gardens already, but you have to increase that, okay? Now our challenge this week, we talked about, our challenge this week is give something to charity. Give something to charity. So that may mean cleaning out the closet, or it may mean cleaning out some stuff out the pantry. And I know you don't do this, but just, I'm just talking to myself. Don't give away things you won't want somebody to give you.
That's right.
I'm talking to me, okay? That's Blanche. Don't give away the outdated tin of beans because you won't want nobody to give it to you or because it's bent. Make sure if you're giving something, Blanche, give it because you would want somebody to give it to you. I was just talking to myself and you were listening in, okay? So that is give something to charity this week. All right. Now, last week's project, you had to make something from a balloon. Let's see what you came up with.
Good day, ladies. Here are my 2 items made from balloons. The small one is a bowl. It can be a fruit bowl, anything I would like to place in this bowl. And then I have this large balloon. It's made into a flower pot holder. The flower pot is rest in this holder because it's a delicate holder, so it cannot keep the plant, so it just holding. The flower pot is making it sturdier. These are my 2 items.
Good afternoon, let's talk. Our project this week is to make something out of balloon. I made a balloon tree. These are the colors I have: pink, blue, green, yellow, and orange. And my topper of the tree says Happy Easter. I hope you all enjoy your Easter weekend. Bye.
Hello, let's talk. The project given for this week was to make something using a balloon. So I simply chose to do a balloon centerpiece that's the spring colors, light pastel color balloons.
This is my project for this week. I use the balloon as the base and I try to make a vase. This is the result of my balloon project. Very interesting and I'm happy with the result. A vase using balloon as my base.
balloon and a blue on a shade white, dressed in yellow, blue lamp with a yellow shade. Soon it will be night. It will give us all light. I hope you like today's project, this week's project.
Good morning, Let's Talk, ladies. Our project this week was to use a balloon to make something. I chose two ways of using the balloon. The first, I made this vase. This is actually made from a balloon. And I decorated the outside with balloon kissing. And this one, I use a canvas where I did some balloon kissing on the canvas. I chose the balloon kissing for both the canvas and the vase, and the colors I chose were black and white because of the somber mood of Easter. These are my two balloon projects, my canvas as well as my balloon vase. Good job, good job, good job, good
Blanche,
job. Yes.
Blanche, are you going to give those black and white to Andrea?
Andrea likes black and white. Why, Andrea? Andrea, you love black and white? You're muted. You're still mute. Go on.
Does I like black and white?
Oh,
I
you
love
do.
black and white.
But you know how to do it, so no, I won't give you. You know how to do it. I struggle with the vase, with the balloon, using it because I use paper mache on the balloon, paper mache. The first one blowed up, exploded. I tried to take the balloon out, but this one I left the balloon in. So yeah, so it came out, yes. Now, you also were told to buy some flowers for yourself. That was part of your self-care. So some of you did purchase some flowers. Let's see what you purchased. And there they are. Over here, could you put your pointer? Maybe they'll see it. Whose is that? Beautiful roses. Edith?
Yes.
That's yours?
Yes, that's mine.
Yeah, brighten your home, brighten the mood. All right, whose is that? That's Norma. You're on mute. That's Norma, and go underneath. That is also Norma. So she bought an indoor plant and she bought an outdoor plant for her patio. Okay. That is two indoor plants that I bought for myself, a sisal one, and I think the name is Tracano, the other plant that I need to pot in larger pots that I will decorate. Then I also bought myself some roses and carnations for inside. And over to left, whose is that?
Mine.
Okay, and that's the impatience. Okay, for indoors. So good. So those of us who bordered, we have started on our flower joining. Okay, some are cut flowers, of course, for beautifying the inside. And then I ask you to share with me your Easter outfits. So those who didn't send it told me they were in their pajamas all Easter. So that's quite all right. But there was some of us who put on something different. Okay, let's see what you did. All right, thank you for sharing what you wore for Easter with us. And now, next week's project, you know, your self-care is not your project. That's a part of self-care. So let's see what your project is that you will turn in 1 week. And this is for inside your home. So you're making a terrarium. Make a terrarium. That is your project for next week. TERRARIUM. Remember, YouTube is a good teacher. Good teacher, terrarium. Let's see if we can have 100% doing that terrarium. Okay, let's
Start again, please, Mrs. Spence.
TERRARIUM.
Oh, thank you.
And now we will segue to unpacking Psalm 34, verses 4, 5, and 8. Verses 4, 5, and 8. It reads, I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were radiant, and their faces were not ashamed. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him. It begins with a personal pronoun, and that personal pronoun is what?
I.
So who's it talking about?
Me.
Talking about yourself. Your name is inserted in there. Sought is the past tense of what verb?
Seek.
Seek. Why do you seek things or someone?
Because you want to find them, or maybe you need something from them.
Okay. Any other reason you seek for something or someone? When you look or seek for something, you're seeking because you know it's somewhere there, right?
Yes.
When you're looking for something, it's something you know is available, is there. And most times when we use that word seek, it's because we are looking for something that's precious, something that we need, is a great need, is something we are desirous of having, or we're in trouble and we're trying to get some help, be it physical trouble, emotional trouble, financial trouble, whatever it is. And so it's an intense searching for. And we know where to look because the text say we search, and we are searching, looking for whom?
The Lord.
The Lord. Well, is he lost? Why are you searching for him? Is he lost?
I need him.
Oh, because he has something you need, or you want him to
Okay.
help you with something.
All right. We are searching for the Lord because sin has separated us from him. He's always here. He's not lost. We, because of our sin, that has separated from God. So when we go to him and ask him to remove the sin from our lives, then we are able to come into his presence. So when we search for the Lord because we need him, one thing is he's different from man. He heard me. He hears me. He listens to me. And he not only listens to whatever it is I'm coming to him for, he has the power to deliver me from all my fears. And that's the beauty of going to the Lord. He can deliver us from all of our fears. And the fears here is, I'm afraid of whatever it may be. Whatever that fear is, the Lord can give peace to us in the midst of our storms. That's what this is. So this is an experience that all of us need to have personally. The I is a personal searching for the Lord. This isn't a group thing. This is something we individually need to do. Then we notice the pronoun switches and it goes to they. So this tells us that this searching for the Lord is not just a personal search, it's inclusive of everyone needing to search for the Lord, not just me. So when they looked, that's another search. When they look to gaze at, and this look is used here in reference to a mother who, let's say you have a wayward child and that child comes, changes his way or her ways and gives her heart to the Lord. The look on your face when you see this long lost child, that's the look it's talking about here. The look we have when we look to Jesus. Our faces are radiant. That's the expression used here, that adjective. Our faces light up. Our faces reflect the Son of God. When we look to him, we begin to look like Jesus. Our faces radiate, they light up. We have a twinkle in our eyes. We have a smile on our faces. We could see joy in our faces, the expression of joy, the expression of love, the expression of hope. When we look to Jesus, we are radiant because we are reflecting him. And their faces were not ashamed. We don't have to be ashamed to be called a Christian. We're not ashamed to be called a child of God. We are not ashamed to be serving him. We are happy to be called his daughter. And then the psalmist says, where after you've sought him, you listen to him, he's delivered you from all your affairs. You invite others now. You don't keep it to yourselves. You say, oh, taste.
And see.
And see. Come and see what I am experiencing. And see. This is a challenge. This verse here is a challenge. Consider it seriously. This is not a casual sampling. This taste here is not sample it. This come and eat. This thing is so good. Serving the Lord is so good, it's so sweet. You come taste and see, and you too will see that the Lord is good. Because blessed, happy is the man who trusts in him. We are happy despite our circumstances. We are happy despite our physical challenges. We are happy despite our financial problems, our social problems, our job problems, our home problems, our family problems. We are happy because we trust in the Lord after seeking him, and he heard us, he's delivered us from all our fears. So now we have been delivered, we have been redeemed, because all of our help comes from the Lord, all of our help.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said he will not suffer thy foot thy foot to be moved. The Lord which keepeth thee, he will not slumber or sleep. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. No, the sun shall not smite thee by day, or the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. My help, my help, my help, all of my help cometh from the
All of our help comes from the Lord. All of our help comes from the Lord. Thank you so much for joining us again this morning on Let's Talk. If you come to Let's Talk, then invite someone else to come to enjoy what you have been enjoying and your experiences. One way of letting people know is to go to YouTube, give a thumbs up, give a positive review, and of course, share the link. Remember, you are the artist of your life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. Thank you again for coming. Have a blessed day.